am no longer seeing male clients. So this is me asking Therapy for Black Men, why did y'all remove my profile?
I'm starting to think that some therapists are terrible people. If not that, they're possibly narcissistic and definitely hypocritical. As more of these female therapists go viral, it's clear to me why men don't trust therapists and don't go to therapy. If my statement sounds extreme, well, I have a case study for you. I'm the unspecialist. Let's talk about why this female therapist lied about therapy for Black men. Today's story is about therapist with her own business, Nicole Lewis. She first went viral for saying she won't accept new male clients. Well, now she's back fishing for more attention by lying about the platform Therapy for Black Men. Therapy for Black Men is a website which serves as a space for Black men and boys to find mental health support by providing targeted resources and a database filled with professionals equipped to support those same Black men and boys. Getting back to Nicole Lewis, let's take a listen to what she had to say.
I'm ready to tell my story. So y'all know I went viral a couple months ago, and there's a lot of stuff that has been happening behind the scenes, and I'm gonna tell y'all everything that's been going on. A lot of people misinterpret what I said about not accepting new male clients and thought that that meant that I don't want to see Black men and I don't like Black men for whatever reason. That wasn't it. That turned into people saying, "This you?" and showing me a screenshot of my profile on Therapy for Black Men. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I've been working with Black adults for a long time. What's the problem? Like, yeah, I pay for that, and so I'm still on there, but I'm not going to pay moving forward. Well, somebody behind the scenes of Therapy for Black Men took it upon themselves to not only send me a refund for that month, they just sent me an email refunding me and then say nothing else. And they also removed my profile. And I want to know why, because I don't like when people are passive aggressive with me. So this is me asking Therapy for Black Men, why did y'all remove my profile? Why did y'all send me a refund without saying something to me? Like, that was real passive aggressive. I would have liked y'all to send the email and saying, hey, we saw that this is going on and that you no longer want to be on this platform. Would you like us to go ahead and refund you and delete your account? Or would you like to just wait? Nothing. Y'all expect so much professionalism from me, but the same demographic of people who I was talking about disrespecting me is the same demographic that continues to try to harm me behind the scenes too. Now, I don't know if their intent was to harm me, but the intent is not the problem. It's the impact. Because why are you doing that? I paid you money to be on this platform and you're like, we don't want your money. What was the reason?
So let's get things straight. If we're to believe everything she said in that clip, then apparently somebody at Therapy for Black Men is being passive-aggressive for removing her from their platform without notice after she went viral for saying that she won't be accepting male clients anymore and saying that she won't be paying for the platform moving forward. If what I just said sounded illogical and contradictory, then you've been paying attention. That's exactly how Nicole sounded in that clip. Even a caveman can understand why a platform built for helping Black men and boys exclusively would choose to remove a therapist who declared publicly that she's going to exclude men from her practice, which is her right. They were even gracious enough to send a refund for the month. Yet still, here she is on Twitter, TikTok, wherever else, acting confused about why she was removed and complaining about not being notified, characterizing the platform's actions as passive-aggressive. Her fake confusion, gaslighting, and lies become apparent when you take a look at her Twitter and find that she said in March that she requested to be removed from the platform. Take a long, hard look at that tweet. Therefore, we can conclude that she's lying on the platform and presenting a story that's completely different from the reality. I could stop the video right here.
But wait! There's more!
She didn't only lie about her removal, she also waved the victim flag and said that
the same demographic of people who I was talking about disrespecting me is the same demographic that continues to try to harm me behind the scenes too.
What does that mean?
Now, why would she say that? What demographic is she talking about? Let's work by deduction. We know that she isn't talking about black women or women as a whole for that matter. Her practice and her coming website is dedicated to black women. We can also see that Therapy for Black Men is founded by a black husband and wife and is managed by a black woman. So therefore, Nicole has got to be talking about the black men who she claimed on Twitter and TikTok were trying to disrespect and harm her. Those men had nothing to do with her removal from Therapy for Black Men. So why take a swipe at them? Because she's exactly what she advocates against. Her actions in this case were narcissistic, unprofessional, and for a therapist, gaslighting is certainly unethical. I will give her some credit. She did not mention black men specifically in her viral video, but in her own words.
But the intent is not the problem, it's the impact.
So let's take a look back at that viral video in context with our trusty friend, the red flag counter.
I am no longer seeing male clients because they'll come in my inbox demanding me to prove my worth to them.
Finding out about a service before you pay for it makes perfect sense, especially therapy. I've spoken at length about the stigma surrounding men and therapy. The issues with men and therapists too, especially female ones.
All up in my email saying, what can you do for me? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing that I can do for you. Go find somebody else. Go play with somebody else. I'm not the one or the two, baby. We ain't gonna do this. Not setting up no consultation or nothing to see if we're a good fit. Trying to see what type of treatment modalities I use, if we mesh well together.
I don't think finding out about treatment modalities or other information to see if a therapist is a good fit is unusual. But hey, Nicole clearly thinks differently.
Just be in my inbox requiring this free emotional labor. Absolutely not. Because now I'm sitting up here making a TikTok about how y'all keep harming me.
Oh, the drama. Those evil men asking relevant questions and harming her. 2 flags for the unnecessary hyperbole.
Because you're not helping me. I don't need to be working with you because you activated my nervous system. See, I already know that. And I know we're not going to do well together because we start working together. I'm still be thinking about that email you sent me when you tried me. And I'm going to want my lick back because I know who I am.
So asking all those questions qualifies as trying her. Talk about a petty therapist. And she's going to want to get her lick back. Wow.
And that ain't good. So I'm just not going to see y'all. Find somebody else to do it. Find somebody else to do it because I don't deserve that. I have been harmed enough for a lifetime. I don't need to be harmed by my clients either. That ain't fair. That ain't right. So I don't know what they finna do, but they ain't finna be seeing me.
They probably shouldn't have sought her out in the first place. I highly doubt any of those potential clients were messaging her and asking all those questions with bad intentions. She has the right to refuse service, but the way she is portraying things is obviously insensitive.
I am now only working with black women who are overcoming perfectionism.
Oddly specific target market. Things that make you go,
That's it. That's it. We ain't doing nothing else. And I ain't got to do nothing but stay black and...
And there you have it, folks. Another entry into why men avoid therapy and distrust therapists. People are removing their funds and attacking a well-intended platform because of this woman's lies. You've seen the tape. Make your own assessment about whom's interests she's looking out for. This is why I tell the men who watch my channel that the opinions of such women should be disregarded. Call them out, sure, but don't waste your time trying to negotiate with them. Simply withdraw your support and direct your attention elsewhere. Besides, I'm not too sure that heterosexual black men should be seeking therapy from a non-heterosexual black woman. Oh, and I didn't forget the flags.
You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all.
That's a new record, by the way. This is the Unspecialist, and I've got a question. Why do so many of these therapists behave as if they need some serious therapy themselves? Peace.